Navigating the financial advisor title trap. Why fee-for-service financial planners are the true superheroes. Are you ever confused by all the different titles that financial planners and advisors use? What types of advice and services do they offer? Which one offers what you're looking for? When you have real worries or questions about your money, who are you going to call? Who is the superhero of advice? Okay, so in this video, we're going to learn when you want real advice, what are the most valuable types of advice to help you? So, what are the main titles financial planners and advisors use? What services and advice does each typically offer? Which type is the best to create a professional financial plan and confidence in your future? Which type offer full service to be your financial guru and help you in all areas of your finances? Which types are unbiased, fee transparent, and have a fiduciary duty to you? Which type can help you with a wide range of investments and the best ones for you? Which ones are, old Bay Street and which are new Bay Street? I'll explain what that is. And what would you look for to find the financial planner or superhero? Okay, so first let's look at what type of advice and services you need to get real answers. Then we'll look at all the different types of advisors and what you normally can expect from each of them. Then we'll look at where to look for the perfect financial planner, the superhero. And now I have to give a huge disclaimer about this section. There are many exceptions to almost all the rules and services and details of each type of financial planner or advisor. The terms financial planner and financial advisor are very broad and are often used by people in other categories. So I'm not trying to describe the advice or services of any specific financial planners. The details here are the most common from the people I meet that use these terms to describe themselves. Okay, first of all, what do you need to get real answers? When you have real financial issues, you want real advice, not a sales pitch. To get real advice, here's what you need. Number one, professional financial plan. A plan is a GPS for your life. You need a real plan from a caring, experienced, knowledgeable financial planner. This means writing a professional financial plan for you to tell you exactly what to do to achieve your life goals, how to pay the lowest tax over your life, the best allocation for all your investments, and protect your assets at the lowest cost, etc. So now your plan should include advanced concepts and not just the basic conventional wisdom. The process of creating your plan should allow you to consider many possible options for your future life and clearly see what each one looks like and what you'd have to do to get there. So your plan should not be a one idea plan. So now you don't need a fake plan, which is what I call them, which is really a sales pitch or a quick plan that doesn't answer your questions. A fake plan takes only a few minutes to give you 50 pages of colorful printouts, but uses broad assumptions and does not give you any real answers to your important questions. You'll know if you have a fake plan if you have the plan, but you still don't know exactly when you will retire, exactly what you have to do to get there, and how to optimize your every step of the way. You need to pay separately to get a quality financial plan. So free plans are almost always sales pitches and worth only what you pay for them. Okay, number two, what you need is full service. So one and only one financial planner to be your financial guru in all areas of your life, helping you implement your plan, work with you over the years to achieve it. This includes helping you implement your plan with the best investments, tax returns, mortgages, insurance, and other products. The advisor should provide all your advice and then either offer or refer you to the best independent researched products. So how many family doctors do you have? Would 3 family doctors looking at different parts of your body be better than just one? So now if you have 3 financial planners, you really have 3 salespeople trying to sell you their idea or their product. It's up to you to figure out what is best. So one financial planner to know your entire life and bring in any necessary specialists is the most effective for you. Number 3, what you need is someone that's unbiased. So not biased to in-house products for the company the advisor works for or to products with higher commission or hidden trailer fees. So your financial planner should be independent, never recommend investments or products from his or her own company. Number 4, what you need, fee transparent. So fees should be charged separately so you can clearly see what you pay for advice. No hidden fees. not a note on the bottom of a statement. Fees should be charged separately. Then you know exactly what you pay and can clearly evaluate whether you are better off financially with or without that advice at that cost. Number 5, what you need is advice, not sales. Real advice specifically for you. Most advisors are really just salespeople selling investments or insurance. If your advisor is talking about specific investments or other products in the first half hour of your meeting, you probably have a salesperson. Number 6, what you need, wide range of investments. So you want your money to grow. This means your advisor should not be limited to the products from one company or one product type. Number 7, what you need, fiduciary duty with financial planning. So fiduciary duty means your best interest comes first. So, and 8 is fiduciary duty with the investments. So separately. So fiduciary duty means your best interest comes first above the interest of the planner or their firm. So this is a far higher standard than being offered suitable investments. Number 9, New Bay Street. That's what you need. So it's based on the best-selling book Beat the Bank by Larry Bates. Old Bay Street is the traditional commission-driven models. New Bay Street means modern, fee-for-service, lower cost, unbiased, and transparent sources for the products you need. And number 10, what you need is your financial guru. So whenever you have a question or an issue comes up in your life, who are you going to call? You need someone you can call or email anytime with a financial question who already knows your entire finances and can give you a real answer specifically for you. Okay, so now let's look at all the different types of financial advisors and what do they really do. So again, you have the freedom of choice of many different types of advisors. Where do you get the perfect advice? So on my blog and video, I actually have a chart showing all the different types and which types of advice they typically give you. Again, lots of exceptions to it, but these are the ones that are most commonly used. So now the first one on there is fee-for-service financial planner. So they give you professional advice in every area, including a financial plan, tax, debt, and possibly investment advice. You pay directly at an agreed rate for each service. Fees are transparent, so you can see each fee charged to you. You pay for a professional financial plan, so you know it's a real plan. For ongoing advice and implementing your plan, you might pay hourly, a flat rate, or a percentage of your investments. So for full service, they track your goals and planned actions, taking the initiative to call you about steps you want to take. They have almost all your info ready for your meetings. So with ongoing investments, you pay a percentage of your investments to include ongoing planning advice and referral to and monitoring of the best independent portfolio managers that have a fiduciary duty to put your best interest first. So, advice is completely unbiased. They don't recommend specific investments, just how to allocate your investments most effectively, stocks versus bonds, so that they can have a reasonable rate of return on your financial plan. Many will refer you to the best portfolio managers to manage and grow your investments based on your financial plan. So, and they have your back with fiduciary duty for advice to be in your best interest. That's if your planner is a CFP professional, then they have the fiduciary duty. So this way you can have fiduciary duty for the investments with a portfolio manager and with a financial planner as a CFP. Okay, number 2, the second type, fee-only advisors. So people get confused between fee for service and fee only. So typically they give you professional advice in every area, including a financial plan, tax and debt, but not typically advice or referral for investments or other products. It's usually just financial planning. So the financial plan includes asset allocation, but usually does not include strategies that require investment insight. So usually a one-time or short-term service, but sometimes annual meetings. You typically pay an hourly or flat rate or an annual fee. Fees are transparent, so you see each fee charged to you. Most are not full service, don't track your plan during the year, and don't recommend or refer for investments. So for annual meetings, you have to update them on what you did during the year. So advice is completely unbiased. They don't recommend specific investments. They have your back with fiduciary duty for advice to be in your best interest. That is, if your planner is a CFP professional. And often their advice I find is very conservative advice, kind of like an accountant, that kind of thing. All right, next group is the money coach. So now it's similar to fee-only advisor, but usually specialize in helping you with cash flow, debts, and attitude towards money. So usually they doesn't include a financial plan. You pay an hourly or a flat rate. Advice is completely unbiased. They don't recommend specific investments. Most are not CFP professionals, so they don't have a fiduciary duty to you. If you are struggling with debt or spending or behavioral finance issues, a money coach is usually the best choice before going to a fee-for-service financial planner. Next group is financial planner. Financial planner is a broad term for many people that give financial advice, usually broader and deeper knowledge and advice than a financial advisor. Both are protected titles in most provinces, with legislation requiring a certificate such as CFP, QAFP, or PFP. Now, CFP professional is the best. QAFP is only 1 or 2 years of education and 1 year experience versus 3 years of both for CFP professionals. PFP is mostly bank employees that are generally not allowed to give you tax advice. A financial planner in practice is most commonly a mutual fund salesperson and or an insurance salesperson. But some CFP professionals provide real financial planning. They're generally licensed to sell mutual funds and or insurance. So now they're paid commissions and trailer fees, which is not transparent, or by a percentage of your investments that's generally transparent. They may be independent or restricted to in-house mutual funds from their own company. They could be either. So they may not be restricted, but get extra commission or bonuses from their firm for recommending in-house investments. So with them, you should always watch about in-house investments. Independent financial planners might be relatively unbiased, since most mutual funds that are not in-house products pay essentially the same commissions and trailer fees. Now, they have your fiduciary duty for financial planning advice to be in your best interest if your planner is a CFP professional, but not for investments. Investments are usually only required to be suitable. So now, strange as it sounds, financial planners do not create professional, comprehensive financial plans for you most of the time. The odd one does, but when you get a financial plan, it is most commonly an extremely simple plan so that they can say they did planning, or it's a fake plan, a thinly veiled sales pitch. Now, there are some that do real planning, but that's not most of them. Okay, next group is financial advisor, and this could also be insurance advisor, which are kind of the same thing except they do insurance. Another broad term that could be used for anyone on this list. So usually it's similar to a financial planner, except they generally don't offer a financial plan or even the pretext of offering financial planning. A protected title with legislation requiring a certificate in most provinces, such as CFP, QAFP, or PFP. Again, CFP professional is the best. Usually a mutual fund or insurance salesperson, and they're licensed to sell mutual funds and or insurance. Most commonly, they're paid by commissions or hidden trailer fees, but could be a percentage of your investments. And they have a fiduciary duty for financial planning advice to be in your best interest if your planner is a CFP professional, but not for investments. So investments are usually only required to be suitable, just like a financial planner. The next group is called investment executive, or a term like that. So now we used to call them stockbrokers. So they offer a wide range of investments, including stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds, although many use mainly mutual funds. They mostly focus on investments, might have an associate that does financial planning, but usually neither knows your full finances. Now, most are bank employees and may be biased to in-house bank products. Recommendations for stocks may be biased to stocks of companies that do investment banking with that bank. Now, they may be paid by commission or trailer fees, but most have moved to fees based on a percentage of your investments. Now, fees as a percentage of investments are often higher than fee-for-service financial planners because they work in a high-cost environment. They might be a portfolio manager and might have a fiduciary duty to you for investments, which generally, in most cases, portfolio managers do. If not a portfolio manager, then investments are usually only required to be suitable. So now most are not CFP professionals, so they don't have a fiduciary duty to you for financial planning. So, they specialize in selling a wide range of investments, but not financial planning. Then there's the bank financial advisor. So it's similar to other financial advisors, except they're bank employees. Now, usually they're limited to bank-owned mutual funds. Usually they're very focused on mutual fund sales or other bank products. They usually offer limited or no financial planning. Sometimes you get a fake financial plan done in only a few minutes with broad assumptions and limited real value. They're generally not allowed to give you tax advice. So now most are not CFP professionals, so they don't have a fiduciary duty to you for your financial planning. Investments are usually only required to be suitable. And it's usually paid by salary plus sales bonuses from the hidden fees in mutual funds. So, salary plus bonus. The next group, I'm going to put them together as independent portfolio managers, which are often called ICPMs, and robo-advisors. So both of them are primarily sources for investments, not financial planning. Both are regulated differently than other groups so that they have a fiduciary duty for you for investments. A portfolio manager might create a financial plan for you, but generally not robo-advisors. Both are unbiased and fee transparent, usually charging a percentage of your investments. Portfolio managers usually offer a wide range of investments. Robo-advisors usually offer a limited, like a short list of investments that are mainly ETFs. Portfolio managers usually have discretionary authority to change your investments based on your mandate without contacting you. This may sound scary, but this can be very useful to keep your portfolio up to date. Okay, so those are all the different groups. So now what does a superhero of financial planning look like? So now the real superheroes of financial planning in the world are the fee-for-service financial planners in general. So, able to leap over tall worries, able to stop a speeding debt, able to keep you safe from the tax man, able to carry you to the life you want. So they're the superheroes. So now the way to recognize the best fee-for-service financial planners, in my view, are first, they start with your comprehensive financial plan. So without a comprehensive plan, you can't be confident of the best advice. So your financial plan is the GPS for your life. So set your GPS before you start driving. So look for the plan to be first. Next thing is unconventional wisdom. So super ideas are often unconventional. Strategies and ideas based on experience that really work can be huge for you. Conventional wisdom is often conservative, old-fashioned methods that leave you struggling your entire life. Another interesting one is they tend to dress casually, not a suit. So wearing a suit usually means a salesperson. So it's interesting, when I go to, if I go to financial planning conferences or something, I'm very often one of the only people not wearing a suit there. Even the women are wearing suits. But to me, it's a fee-for-service financial planner should dress the way you do to connect with you. Experience, so many years of writing many comprehensive professional financial plans. There is a deep wisdom that comes from experience in many real-life situations. Creative. Experience teaches you many creative strategies that can be the breakthrough you need to make your financial plan work for you. And caring. So now use your gut. Is the advice truly in your best interest? Does this person really have your best interest at heart? So with your real financial worries or questions about your money, who are you going to call? Fee-for-service financial planner is usually the best choice. All right, thank you for listening. So what you learned is when you want real advice, what are the most valuable types of advice to help you? What are the main titles financial planners and advisors use? What services and advice does each typically offer? Which type is the best to create a professional financial plan and confidence in your future? Which type offer full service to be your financial guru and help you in all areas of your finances? Which types are unbiased, fee transparent, and have a fiduciary duty to you? Which types can help you with a wide range of investments and the best ones for you? Which ones are old Bay Street and which are new Bay Street? And what would you look for to find your financial planner superhero? Thanks for listening. My name is Ed Rempel. My blog is Unconventional Wisdom. It's the #1 blog in Canada for a full-service financial planner. It's just edrempel.com or unconventionalwisdom.ca because we're in Canada. If you're interested in potentially talking to us, we offer a free 30-minute consultation just to see if we're a fit to talk together. Just go to edrempel.com/talk. If you subscribe to my blog, podcast, and on YouTube, all that happens is you get my new post that comes out every week. We don't market it in any other way. My podcasts are at edrempel.com/listen on all your favorite podcast sites. And YouTube channel is edrempel.com/watch. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.